the Monarchs Master Plan. Not quite as good as Spiral Master Plan, but still a pretty good card in this deck. This is the card that searches Kaia's the Shadow Monarch from your deck to the hand. And a way to trigger this is that even if you get drolled, if you have this card in hand, you can activate it, dump a Prime. Alternatively, dump these two with your big Monarchs. You can use Prime to summon by banishing the Master Plan. Trigger Master Plan and target the opponent's Dark Monster. To search and then tribute summon Kaia's the Shadow Monarch. And if you at this point had a Stormforth, you could obviously just use the Stormforth as well, sacking your opponent's monster to summon the Kaias and then banishing a card on their field. But that's not the main interaction of this card. When you activate it, you dump a Monarch spell and trap. And why I wanted that in my deck is so that I can dump Pantheism and get a search. This deck is not super consistent. It doesn't have one card combos which leads you into the entire end field you want to get to. A lot of the time you use multiple cards in your hand to facilitate your plays, which is very fun. The deck doesn't feel like you're playing the same game every single game. A lot of the time you end up sequencing your plays differently depending on the cards in your hand, and of course when or if your opponent interacts with you. So Monarch's Master Plan usually is just a concession for that consistency. By being a, albeit quite weak starter, it at least allows me to get into those plays from the get-go. And having the Pantheism be banished before you tribute away your idea, allowing you to recycle it to your hand, is actually very important, which the Monarch's Master Plan allows you to do. Gamma currently costs 15 points, which is very reasonable for a card that's incredibly good in this deck. When you go first and activate either of your search effects, your opponent will immediately droll you on resolution. And if you have a Psy-Framegear Gamma in your hand, you can just negate that and go for level 8 Synchro, or just have two tribute bodies in the driver and the Gamma. And at that point, you probably just automatically win. You negated their droll, you got your search through, and you got to make a 10-star Synchro in Sheng. Called by costs 20 points each, so I can't play 3 copies of Called by and 3 copies of Gamma, as that would be 105 points.